tonight, the Bootle Dance Academy are presenting their Strictly Ballroom Showcase. And the reason I'm standing here is because Janet's gone missing.
Everybody pinches my job.
Well, she's here. So let's cue the music and let the show begin. Well, thank you both. Nice start to the show. We had to look for hip movement. It was there a bit, we looked. That was nice. Lovely variety of steps. I really enjoyed those variety of steps. Good timing, and that was excellent. A really good timing to the music. You never lost it once, and that was really nice to see. You're bound to have nerves, but it was lovely to see that you could smile and show that you were enjoying it. And finally, I'd love to borrow that dress.
Hi. Yes, as Chris said, it's not easy to open the show, but you did it beautifully, so thank you very much, because, you know, the nerves are there. The cha-cha is something we do a lot in Zumba. There's a lot of, as you say, a lot of steps, and you did it very naturally, which I think is is the important thing, and kept your smile, so brilliant, well done.
But I'll second what one of the judges said. Beautiful timing, really nice compact steps, really light on your feet, which is lovely to see as well. A bit more hip rotation, always like a bit of hip rotation, I like to see, but really, really well done.
I've got the wrong face, I should have Craig's. Yes, you are allowed to boo the judges. The only thing is, when you leave, you have to pay again. Right, as the other judges have said, very good timing, good movement. There are a few points. When you step forward, each being the man or the lady, the weight should be forward over the front foot. Okay? The body should not incline backwards. When you step back, the weight should still be on the back foot, but the weight is still forward. And the knee bend on the forward foot. Okay? The other thing was, for the ladies and gents, try not to put your hands out like this, as if you're ready to slap your Try and move the hand out. And the hand should move such like this. As you watch Craig, he tells you this. Okay? It's not a karate chop. And it's not a slap in the face. Otherwise, excellent. Thank you very much.
Really, really great energy. Really saw some bounce as well in there. Lost a little bit of the timing, but for most of it, the timing was there, and really, really good energy and smiles as well. So well done.
Yeah, I would agree. Great balance. And one of the things, I mean, obviously, we have voices as judges, but listening to it as well, Janet introduces the celebration dance, and I got that from it. You both looked like you were having a wonderful time. You had the smiles, and I felt as you moved around the room that you were celebrating dance. And I know that, a samba is not an easy one. It is difficult. The rhythm of it is difficult, but I think you did a lovely job. So well done.
Well, there's not much left for me to say.
There's not much left for me to say, is there? That's what I've got written down here. I'm going to use the professional term now, pelvic tilt. Thank you. Thank you. Lovely bounce, nice bounce at the beginning, lovely characterisation. Samba is a joyful and a happy dance. You really looked like you were enjoying dancing with each other, and I looked around the room and there were lots and lots of smiles, people enjoying it with you. It was great fun and I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much.
As the judges have said, the lovely action for the samba there, good movement, hips, good movement with the arms and hands. The only thing I would say was when you're doing any forward locks, make sure you still retain that bouncing action, okay? Otherwise it looks like a quick step lock. Okay, so make sure you still got that bounce as you go forward. Okay, otherwise, fabulous. Thank you.
Right, well that's very different obviously to the cha-cha and the samba, so a very different sort of tempo and style. I thought it was very controlled. I think you're nervous, but I don't think you need to be that nervous. I think you need to just relax. I think everything was excellent. I think your stories were very controlled. David, I think you led very well, you know, and I think it's excellent.
Very, very close, very, very smooth. I love the leg kicks, actually, obviously. That was really nice, very dramatic. And also I was impressed with the timing change from your slow steps to your quick steps as well. That was really lovely as well, so well done.
The timing going from slow steps to quick steps is the staccato. So that's what Donna asked for, and that's what she got. Lovely. You lost your way a couple of times, but what I want to commend you on was that you were nervous, but it didn't seem to faze you. And quite quickly, you were back on step and back into your routine. And that's not easy to do when you're in front of a lot of people and when you've got nerves, so well done. It was mentioned earlier by one of the judges, and I just want to comment finally. I thought Sue followed David well, and that was good to see as well. So thank you both very much. I did enjoy it.
No, it was very smooth Argentine tango. All I would say to that, because it was very, very good, was it's more relaxed. The ballroom tango is straight, it's more rigid, and it's more together. The Argentine tango is more relaxed, mainly because the councillors were drunk. That didn't mean to say you were nervous or you're drunk, David. But perhaps, next time you do it, keep your head a little bit closer. Okay, that's it. Head on the shoulder. Okay, that was a very good performance. Well done.
made a couple of early mistakes, but they were early on in the routine. And after that, your nerves were in control and you got that past you and there weren't any mistakes. So well done for that. What I really liked was the fact that you covered the whole floor. And I thought your rotation and your movement around the floor was really, really nice to see. Also, one of the steps that you were doing was called a spin turn. And again, that's not an easy step to do, but you actually included it in your routine, and that was good to see. It was a really nice effort. Not easy in front of all these people. I applaud you for coming onto the floor and showing us your walls, and it was a really nice effort. Thank you.
I'm no expert, but I tell you what, when you have a performance and you throw in lots of energy, like a really energetic dance, for me it's less nerve-wracking than a really slow, relaxed dance. And actually, with those fewer moves, there's much more that you pick up on when you're watching. And I do have to say the hardest thing as well is on an early mistake, just to bring it straight back and just deliver just a beautiful dance. I really enjoyed watching it. Lots of grace, and you did make me idea, thank you very much. And so actually, you used the floor really, really well, and actually some lovely rotation as well, so I actually really enjoyed that, thank you very much.
We don't do much waltzing in summer, so it's not my forte. However, I have spent many hours watching Bridget Ray and my daughter Ellie practicing the waltz in the children's class. And having attempted to sometimes float around the room with them looking graceful and beautiful, I know how hard it is once you lose that waltz step to get it back without completely stopping yourself and restarting. It is really difficult, so I think you did that really beautifully. Move around the room, all the same, things. It was lovely to watch. So you should be very proud of yourself.
Well, Chris mentioned a couple of little mistakes. Now, these could be made because you're nervous, but I think it was made for 2 points. One, the man should look where he's going, and the lady looks where she's been. Okay? The man keeps his head to the left, and the lady keeps her head to the left. If the lady turns her head to the right, her left foot won't go between the partner and herself, and they'll go off time. They get their feet mixed up. Okay? So by keeping the lady head to the left, the man's to the left, they have better contact in the middle, and they keep together when they're dancing. So I think that's where you went wrong on that bit. And Nicholas, if you could just get that little bit extra up in the chest, okay? Pull your abdomen in, keep your head up, keep it up. Okay, that doesn't mean to say you've got to look in the ceiling. It just means you keep it up. Raise this bit. Don't try and crouch a little bit over, because that takes your body away from the lady. Okay, so keep it in. Otherwise, fabulous. Well done.
And the next part of the programme is a line dance demonstration by the Bootle Stompers.
Alone, and you, my friend, will
Okay, well, wasn't it fun? Wasn't it fun? You both look like you thoroughly enjoyed that, and you had the audience with you as well, and I'm sure the judges as well. Great characterisation. Your outfits, you look superb. We know what the Charleston is, and your characterisation was lovely. Lovely variety of steps. Great presentation. I loved your poise and your style, your confidence of doing it, and I thought you made a really, really nice effort. Only one little criticism I'm going to have, and Janet mentioned swivel, and it was there a little bit, but it could have done with a little bit more.
Yeah, I thought it was lovely. I thought, as I said, it was really good fun. It was lovely to watch. It's easy to watch. And I think it's difficult with a dance like Charleston because all the moves are quite iconic. The footwork and the moves, everybody's sort of seen them, you know, we've seen ones on the telly and things, so it's quite sort of hard act to follow. But I think you did it really well. I think we can clearly see, you know, the sort of the humour behind the dance and the footwork, so I think you did really well.
It's easy when you look at a dance to pick up the technical aspects, so we'll say about the swivel, and it's hard to get. But that said, for me, the Charleston, over a lot of other dances, are about performance as well. And if you can bring performance and great choreography and smiles and joy to it as well, that's what brings the dance for me as well. But the rest of it was great, so I loved it.
Throughout the whole dance, swivels do be continuous. Excuse me, must be that carrot kick. The other two things. There were no manic faces. If you've seen films of Charleston from the 20s, you will see you've always got these sort of faces. Okay.
We did on that side, we had our backs too.
And the third one is mainly for John. John, you'll never get a job with the council swivel floors. Well done and good effort.
Judith and Sheila are now going to dance the Wedgwood Bluebot.
Thank you. I had to ask what pushing through the floor was. So what am I looking for? So if I see somebody enjoying their own performance, I enjoy that performance, and you seem like you really enjoy it, and beautiful smiles, beautiful and graceful, lovely timing.
I thought you looked beautiful, you know, as my fellow judges said, you looked like you were enjoying yourselves, and that certainly came through. You looked graceful and beautiful.
Now, I thought that was a magnificent display of the Wedgwood Blue Cavort. Your waltzing was perfect with your thirds and fifths on the rotary waltzes. Strong aerial position for your lifts on the leg, with the toes pointed out, as we said. There's not much else I can say. It's perfect.
As Janet said at the introduction, it's a very old style dance, and I thought it was a lovely choice to see that you wanted to share that dance with us, and I thank you for that. It has to be danced smoothly, elegantly, with poise and grace, and I think we'll all agree that that's what we saw in your performance tonight. Your arms were lovely, you held your positions, you were enjoying it, it flowed around the room, and I thought it was a really, really lovely effort. Thank you.
Enjoy Dave, Sue and Sue's take on the swing.
Well, to start with, what a superb introduction. We really, really appreciate, and the choice of music to go with your interpretation was absolutely spot on. My feet, well, you might not be able to see them, but my feet were tapping throughout that dance, and I wanted to be on the dance floor with you. It was fun, I thoroughly enjoyed it. You moved around effortlessly, you were enjoying yourself, you were smiling at each other, you were dancing together, and it was lovely. Thank you.
Take a breath. I have to second that the start was brilliant. It threw me in straight away. It had humour, and you kept that through all the way through the dance, from the beginning to the end. Great connection, great performance. David, can you tell me where you get your shoe polish from? Because it's putting mine to shame. Well done, brilliant.
I would say exactly the same. You both look like you're enjoying yourself, and actually the fact that you are now a little bit out of breath, it goes to something to the performance that you are obviously giving it so much, and yet it looked effortless while you were dancing. And I always think, that shows how hard you were working, but how hard you were working to make the performance and to make it look as good as it did. So well done.
Very good rhythm and timing throughout. That special commendation must go to David. He was a perfect gentleman partner. A gentleman should let a lady do all the work. They say in dancing that the man is a frame and the lady is a picture. Tonight that was true. David made a perfect frame. Well done, both of you. Thank you.
Nicholas and Judy are going to dance Ball Winter.
That was really good to watch. I think you got into the flow as you got on. I think, the judges were asked to look for the sort of triple steps. I think that there were some really strong ones in there. I think there was a couple that sort of slightly went, but I think that the rhythm carried it, and it's lovely the connection you've got, I think, when you dance. And, the singing, looking at each other and connecting with each other when you dance, and I think that's lovely to say.
The dominant part is a triple step, and I can see you both work really, really hard on that. And I loved how you kept the connection there. Because actually in the first dance, the comment was actually on the frame and your head down. And it was a little bit, but you were bringing it up more in this one. So that was really nice to see, but the connection was great. So thank you.
Repeated triple steps, did we see it?
Yes.
We did, yeah. Thank you for that. We did indeed. There was a nice variety of steps. You had New Yorkers in there, and you had spot turns, and you had the basic cha-cha rhythm. Hiccups a couple of times, but again, what was really good was it didn't faze you. You just smiled at each other, you found your rhythm again, you found your steps again, and you got back on with your dance. And it was really good to see. So well done. Wasn't easy, but you managed it really well. Thank you.
Very good rhythm, very good timing, and dance like a true partnership. Nice smiles all the way through. But the last time I saw an action like yours, Nicholas, it was in a factory where they were making wine. And they're squeezing the juice out of grapes. Come on, boo! No. But it was lots of fun and you enjoyed it, and that's the main thing. Dancing's to be enjoyed. Well done. Thank you. But the two couples that we'd like to see back in the order that they danced was John and Mandy and Judith and Sheila.
So first of all, Mandy and John. Mandy and John first. An 8, an 8, and an 8. 3 8. And now I'll score for couple 2, Sheila and Judy, and a 9, a 9, and a 9. I'll hand it over to David.
As Shirley would say, I concur. Well done.
I'm sure you'll agree, tonight has been a wonderful evening, showcasing the joy of dancing. None of it would be possible if it hadn't been for the hard work, the commitment, the enthusiasm and everything else you can think of that Janet puts into organising a show like this.